In Xero, the chart of accounts will be the first thing that you want to customize before doing anything else, including entering your beginning balances. So let's learn how we can customize the chart of accounts here in Xero today. In order to navigate to the chart of accounts, you can head over to the Accounting tab. If it isn't already favorited for you under the Advanced Favorites, head over to Advanced and Chart of Accounts. And I do recommend favoriting this again if it's not already favorited for you. Let's take a quick look at some of these tabs here at the top of this page. Here on the Chart of Accounts page, you have the option to do things like add additional GL accounts, add bank accounts. You can print the Chart of Accounts to PDF and save it on your computer, or print a physical copy to keep on your desk for easy reference. And then you can also import or export the chart of accounts, which we'll cover in a later video. This is going to be great for bulk changes that you need to make to your chart of accounts. Next, underneath the main buttons, we're going to have the ability to filter out the different types of GL accounts that we have within our chart of accounts. So you notice that we're seeing all of the accounts currently because all of the accounts tab is selected. However, if you wanted to filter by asset accounts specifically, we can click Assets, and Xero will only display the asset accounts that we have in our chart of accounts. Another tab that you might want to pay attention to is the Archive tab. So if you have any GL accounts that have been archived and you want to restore them, you're going to be able to do that here as well. Let's navigate back to all of our accounts and add a new account. This is going to be great if you only need to add a couple of accounts here and there. But again, if you do need to do bulk changes to your chart of accounts, I highly recommend the export-import method. Let's just take a look at some of these fields. So first, I really like how Xero has the different account types on the right-hand side. So you can see if you choose a specific account type here under this drop-down, where it's going to sit on your income statement as well as your balance sheet. Let's go ahead and add an expense account. We'll want to give it a unique accounting code, and then a short title for this account. So let's say I want to call this Travel Meals. Additionally, you can add a reporting name. So let's say you have an internal account name here that makes sense for you as an accountant to see, but might not make as much sense for the business owner if you are printing reports directly from Xero. So in that case, we can add a reporting name. And maybe we just want to remove the hyphen. The description is optional and will only appear if you're viewing it here on this page or if you've printed it to PDF and you're using it as a reference. So we'll go ahead and leave this blank for now. Next, you have the tax section. So you're able to set tax defaults. Most often, we would set this to tax exempt, 0%, and you can always change this later on when you're adding in taxes for invoices or bills that you create within Xero. Show on dashboard watchlist will surface this account on the main Xero dashboard so you can monitor it more easily. Let's go ahead and check this account and show you what that looks like. If you check show in expense claims, what this will do is it'll allow any user who is submitting a reimbursement to book against this particular account, Travel Meals. And lastly, you have enable payments to this account, and this allows you to book payments to this account. So let's click save and we'll show you what this looks like on the dashboard watch list. So heading over to the dashboard, you're going to have an account watch list here. And this may look a little bit different for you depending on how you've customized your home screen. But essentially you're displaying key accounts that you want to monitor on behalf of the client, or your client may be logging into Xero and they want to keep tabs on these accounts as well. So this is a great way just to quickly surface those accounts for them. Let's go back to the chart of accounts. I want to quickly touch on one more thing that you may have noticed. Some of these accounts have these locked icons. And if you hover over these icons, it'll tell you that you cannot delete or archive these system accounts. So what are the system accounts? Essentially, they're accounts that Xero needs to operate properly. And if they were to be deleted somehow, then certain modules within Xero would break. So examples of some of these accounts are things like accounts receivable, which drives the invoicing module. You have inventory, fixed assets, because Xero does have fixed assets capabilities, accounts payable for billing. And then you have a couple of icons here that look just a little different from the system accounts above. This one has kind of this recurring arrow on it, What this means is that there's a repeating transaction that is being posted to this account on a recurring basis. So you may need to remove or delete that repeating transaction before you can go ahead and archive this account. So that's a quick overview of the chart of accounts. In the next video, we'll focus on how we can make bulk changes and edits to the chart of accounts using the import and export method.